Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Redox here. Welcome back to another CNC Rivals commentary video. Thanks for joining me here, guys, once again. And today I will broadcast two Tiberium League matches here for you guys featuring the player Kairian. And the reason why I chose these two replays on the list is because this player is using a very interesting unit composition, which also is featuring the Basilisk. And the Basilisk is a very expensive, powerful air unit, just like the Kodiak, but it fires from 2 tiles away. And it shoots like a laser beam, like a Giga Cannon, that gets stronger over time. So I would be very interested to see how this player uses the Basilisk in a Tiberium League match. Of course, the Tiberium League being the highest league in the game, we know how tough it is to play and compete with your opponents in this ladder. So the first match is going to be Kairian versus Wolfie. Notice Kairian does not have any War Factory units. Kairian is just bringing in 2 infantry units, the Laser, Militant, 1 powerful anti-air unit from the air tower, the Phantom, and 3 Temple of Nod units. So half of this person's army is extremely expensive. He's going to have to spend 120 gas on a Temple of Nod, and he's gonna have to have enough gas to pump out the Cyborg, Flame Tank, or the Basilisk. So I'm very interested to see how Kairian pulls this off in this first match versus the Wolfie player on the right. He is bringing in 3 infantry units, the Jump Jet Trooper, Missile, and the Shockwave Trooper, and 2 air units, which are the Talon and the Drone, and 1 Tech Lab unit, the Kodiak. He also has a pretty interesting composition because he does not have a War Factory as well. So there's no War Factory units for any of these opponents in the first game. Now it says rewatch. Yes, I accidentally pressed the watch button, but I exited the game, so I actually did not watch the game myself. So we're gonna actually watch this game together right now, and I actually don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm very excited to commentate this first game here versus Kairian versus Wolfie. Very interesting unit composition. They have no War Factory vehicles at all for both of these players. And Wolfie is actually just gonna go right into the drones. No harvesters. He's just going to pump out drones. 1 militant and 1 harvester coming out from Kairian's side. And it looks like it's gonna be a harvester snipe, or maybe he's looking to do that with his drones. Because over time these drones can do actually a lot of damage on harvesters, and they also do a lot of damage on infantry. You can see just how much these drones can do on that 1 laser squad. Of course there's 2 drones attacking it, so it does more damage. But Wolfie is doing a very, very interesting play here where he is not pumping out any harvesters at all. And I mean, that is a smart choice with that Jump Jet Trooper, because he does see Kairian pumping out 2 double harvesters. And this is going to be quite troubling because he's actually going to end up losing 2 harvesters right from the bat. I really don't know how Kairian is going to come back from this, especially half of his army being the Temple of Nod units. And Wolfie goes for a quick Tech Lab into a Kodiak. This is putting our player Kairian into a very, very tough spot. That Kodiak is gonna bombard any harvester or any ground units that come onto the field. Notice Wolfie has no anti-air, and a Basilisk immediately coming out from Kairian. Wow, absolutely amazing. The Jump Jet Trooper can't actually hit that Basilisk. He's gonna go immediately onto that Kodiak, but Kodiak does take down the harvester and kills his own Jump Trooper in that process. And 1 Ion Cannon comes out from Wolfie with a Talon. That will bring down the Basilisk, but the Basilisk does take down that Kodiak, so it was worth for the Kairian player here. And he goes for a Cyborg unit on the bottom, which should easily deal with all these annoying little drones that are flying in circles. The first missile goes for Wolfie here, and another Basilisk is coming out from the Kairian player here on our left, and these Talons are easily going to eat up this Basilisk. But the Cyborg does so much damage to all these air units, and 1 Ion Cannon goes down, only taking out a Cyborg that is pretty much dead. A Flame Tank comes out to deal with the Shockwave Trooper from Wolfie's side. And now it kind of looks like Wolfie may be in a little bit of a trouble here. And it's still funny to see those 3 little drones just harassing that one poor little harvester on the bottom. Really, that is pretty funny to see. But Kairian is just going to end up doing a flame tank run, and one iron cannon goes off from Wolfie's side, which was very peculiar. Why would you do that? Honestly, I think that iron cannon was not worth it. He should have just pumped out a whole bunch of troops to deal with that flame tank. But really, I don't know what's going on now for our player here, Wolfie. He was doing so well in the early game, and he just throws away the game just like that, guys. Very interesting to see that Kairian pulled through. I think Wolfie played terrible second half of that game. I don't know about you guys, but he could have certainly done better dealing with the flame tank rush on a base, because flame tanks do so much damage on bases. You really need to stop any flame tanks that are trying to rush for your base. And he also executed 2 very poor, costly iron cannons that game, costing him 300 Tiberium gas. Like especially that second the second or third iron cannon he used on the flame tank was extremely questionable, because flame tanks have a lot of hit points, and by the time you're in the Tiberium League, you should kind of know that one iron cannon like that may not actually take out a flame tank. It's a very risky iron cannon to use on a tank that has full health. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch the second replay. Once again, it's Kairian with the same army composition versus Sprit C. Sprit C has a very standard Nod army. 2 infantry units, 2 vehicles, and 2 air units. We know what these kind of units can do, so we're just going to go straight into the replay. So it's going to be a very standard Nod army versus this interesting composition from our player Kairian. And I was actually surprised on the last match at the Basilisk doing quite a bit of a damage to the ground infantry units on Wolfie's side, because Basilisk is supposed to do a lot of damage against vehicles, but they're not supposed to do a lot of damage on infantry. But maybe it didn't do as much as I thought it would, and I just think it did a lot of damage to his infantry. But anyways, let's go back into this game. There's a double harvester coming out from Kairian's side. We all know what Kairian is bringing in. Of course, the double harvester is going to help him get that early Temple of Nod in this game, so he can pump out those expensive units with his economy. And Sprit C has no idea there's a double harvester going on, because he has not actually properly scouted his enemy here. Because normally if you see a double harvester, you will see one on the bottom, but now he doesn't see any harvesters on the bottom side of the crystals, so he has a feeling they may be all on top. He sees that with his Banshee when he scouts it up all the way to the top. He sends out a Talon unit to deal with some of these laser squads that are coming out from Kairian's side. And Kairian should be able to control this first tile. One harvester goes down from Kairian's side, but Kairian saves up enough crystals to pump out a flame tank that will crush every single infantry, flame trooper, laser squad units that's on the field from the Sprit C's side. And a cyborg comes out, which are amazing against Banshees. Banshees can do absolutely nothing against these guys, and cyborgs can also deal a lot of damage to the Venoms as well. Any air units will pretty much go down to cyborg. And the cyborg flame tank combo works very well. This is a combo I've actually used myself in the early game when I was in the earlier leagues. When I first started this game, when I was in bronze and silver, I was using a lot of cyborgs and flame tank in conjunction because they work so well, especially in lower leagues where players don't really know how to counter this kind of play. But it is a very tough unit composition to beat, because the cyborg will destroy any vehicle and air units, while the flame tank will pretty much eat up any infantry units, including laser squads or missile troopers. But Kairian really does need this third the second missile. So he sacrifices his bottom flame tank so he can control that middle launch pad. Now they're both even on the playing field, but Kairian does have the unit advantage. The Scorpion tanks are no match for Cyborgs. None of the infantry units are a match for 2 flame tanks. And actually, if I was Kairian, I might even just do a base run with both of the flame tanks, and that is what he's doing. And he should power up one of these flame tanks with the hero power of Xana to burn it down faster, and he does that immediately. And that's what I was thinking, a flame tank run. When you've got 2 flame tanks and your enemy can't stop it, why not just run it down the base? But he's got the missile pretty much at this point. But oh my goodness, Spirit Sea turning this game around. Holy smokes. Wow, that was amazing from Spirit Sea's side. He stopped that flame tank run just in time. That base almost went down. If that flame tank was able to spit fire in that last 1 to 3 second window, he would have won that game. But Spirit Sea runs all his units down in the middle after taking down the second flame tank, securing and sniping that second missile, costing... Oh no, actually Kairian won. Oh my goodness, guys. Sorry, I misread the whole game. I thought the missile... Wait, didn't the missile fire? Yeah, the missile did fire from the blue side, but the red side, the tank actually got the flame on the base. Oh my goodness, in that split second window, the flame did hit that base. And because the flame hit the base first, the missile just didn't fire fast enough, hitting, it just did not hit fast enough on Kairian's base. So Kairian won that game because the flame shot out faster, immediately destroying the blue's base before that blue missile hit the red base. Wow, this game was intense. It even got me confused. It went so fast, I even got confused at the end of the game. I don't know about you guys, but that totally confused me there. Oh my goodness, guys, that was an amazing game. Absolutely epic second game here. I cannot believe Kairian actually won this game because I totally saw the blue team winning. As soon as, normally when you see a missile launching, it usually means game over, but that flame tank, just in time, just in the nick of time, that flame tank made it through, spat its flame on the blue base, and it destroyed that blue base before that blue missile actually touched the red base. Wow, I've never seen a match like this before, guys. Absolutely amazing game. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay as well as much as I did. And I'll be back with more CNC Rival videos for you guys next time. This is why this game is so amazing. I hope you guys are doing well on the ladder yourselves and having fun with all these games like myself. So thanks for watching this once again, and I'll see you guys next time.